A new look for the USC Trojans, replacing and rebuilding.
And then again, right here with this Buckeyes press, falling into a 2-2-1. And with USC being young, having a player like JuJu that can get the ball in her hands in transition, and I think that's the biggest thing with the Buckeyes press is you don't want the ball out of your playmakers' hands.
And we saw it in the NCAA tournament just last season, how they disrupted teams left and right. That was something that Lindsey Gottlieb also worked on during their practice yesterday, and right away another rebound goes down to Rhea Marshall, her second. JuJu Watkins already has points on the board. Sends this one inside to Marshall.
And Rhea Marshall is going to benefit tremendously from playing with a player like JuJu Watkins, who demands a lot of attention.
Can't connect on the three. That's something that she can do, though. Got the steal on the other side. 12th in steals among freshmen last season for McMahon. JuJu found a lane, taking it, and will be able to draw the foul, so she'll see free throws coming up.
Not a good thing picking up your first foul in the first 5 minutes of the game, if that's your matchup.
Lindsey Gottlieb in her third season actually guided the Trojans back to the NCAA. Another turnover, the third for USC. Sheldon streaking to the rim. That's blocked by JuJu Watkins.
And right here, Angel, you see Ohio State in transition, remaining big, level. She's just long and, surprisingly, wiry. You don't think that she's as long as she is.
And off the leg of two Buckeyes, so USC gets the ball back. JuJu sends it into Marshall. That connection you can get used to. McMahon, as you mentioned, just her control going on the inside, attracted a lot of bodies. JuJu, with the decision to make, pulls up.
And that's where she excels, in that secondary, in that transition. She's so smooth, she's silky, she's got the pull-up mid-range. And that's where, as a young player, you have to understand that your defense translates to offense and getting easy buckets.
Sheldon can't connect, and USC, here they come. Ohio State has 6 turnovers.
But young players run it back right here. Smooth, gets to her Hezzy with the crossover finish. A little finger roll. I think that was a little finger roll at the end. But under control. You don't have to be the fastest. You have to change speeds, and you have to be under control. And
I think this place would have been absolutely crazy. JuJu, another Hezzy at the top of the key. Found a way to get it off the glass. It's the poise we've been talking about, Candace.
And you talk about the body control.
So a timeout was called for Ohio State because they needed to find an answer for the women of Troy, and JuJu Watkins
not getting catch and shoot threes, which they were successful with it in the first quarter. More off the dribble threes.
Marshall demanding it on the inside. JuJu Watkins somehow, some way found a lane and finished on the left.
And if you're Marshall, you wanted that, but then you're like, hey, nice move, JuJu.
35-23 lead. Celeste Taylor.
And again, another mid-range off-the-dribble shot.
JuJu at the rim gets fouled by Taylor. That will be her first personal foul.
JuJu 5 of 7. Started off 3 early turnovers, went to the bench, settled down, and came back.
How about USC? Their home opener at Galen Center is the 40th anniversary of USC's back-to-back championship team. So you're thinking about Mount Rushmore, Cynthia Cooper, Lisa Leslie. The list goes on and on with Tina Thompson. Attracts 3 bodies, sends it out. Taylor. JuJu Watkins.
And here's where she's dangerous. Here's where she's dangerous. And you're Coach McGuff. I think you're searching for someone that is going to step up and take the challenge of guarding her. But it's got to be team. It's got to be almost like that build a wall to stop her in that secondary.
Taylor Theory picked up her 3rd personal, and he said, defensively, this is something that we have to get better at. I know that everyone looks at us for what we do.
And I think that's one of the things Coach McGuff is going to have to talk about in his press, is giving up layups in transition.
4.5 left in this first half as Celeste Taylor.
Might as well be turnovers because they lead to transition buckets for USC.
Well, that was a quick turnover at the top of the key for Ohio State. JuJu Watkins picking up
And Angel, they were 2 of 10 for field goals, so a lot of that came from the free throw line. So they've had success when they get into the paint.
JuJu Watkins, have yourself a day.
Well, I don't think if you're Ohio State that you can just guard her one-on-one. You might see trapping, but this is not something that you're going to be able to allow her to get. Watkins, the speed at which she plays in. You see her eyes? She's looking at Marshall.
Last season had 9 games where they had to come back from down double digits.
That's right, Angie. You know, Coach Gottlieb was really saying, don't let them get back into this. Our juiciness and our aggression is gone. We don't have to do too much, but we certainly do have to play hard. She said, make them guard you.
And we'll see if they can get it done, but a good start.
Conscious and aware, you draw 2, you got to get rid of it.
Yeah, Taylor Theory on the other end. Last year, she led the team in field goal percentage, rebounds, and steals. Really a breakout season as JuJu Watkins.
So McMahon drew the matchup of JuJu. JuJu gets downhill to the right. And when you're going to let someone like a JuJu Watkins get downhill?
JuJu Watkins down with 25 points. She will get subbed out. We mentioned the 4 fouls that she has right now for a brief stint against McMahon. And another deflection. Padilla got through a deflection there. JuJu Watkins at the rim! Adds on to the stellar performance and debut for the #1 overall recruit coming in to college basketball, and what a debut.
And here, you know she's not going to take long to make an impact. But her team plays different with her on the floor. You see that confidence. Her gauging, finishing through contact. She showed a little bit of everything tonight. She's gotten to the free throw line. She's finished through contact. She's hit her mid-range, and she's knocked down threes.
Doesn't look phased. JuJu Watkins, Euro step going at Kukulasakova. Look at the face, though. She can't be guarded.
And family front row, it seems. Just Trojan family. I don't know if it's actual family hyping JuJu up. Right here with the step through, finish, and one.
JuJu Watkins gives her team the signal to slow things down as we're approaching the 3-minute mark.
Taylor losing a shoe, throwing it at USC's bench.
Five on the shot clock. The dish on the inside. Marshall, textbook. Last year, they were at the bottom 100 nationally, shooting 38% from the field. So adjustments of being more balanced. We've seen it. We were witnesses today as this one has the final ticks off the clock. JuJu Watkins with the rock as it's 5 seconds. Oh, she said, I need another bucket on the box score, though.
And USC's in for a treat with JuJu Watkins' career. She is a joy to watch.
Picks up her first win as a collegiate superstar.
Intense physical game down to the very end. What gave your team the edge?
Man, I feel like we're underrated at this point, and so we have to come out here and get the dub as a team. That's all that matters. Come out here, get the dub, do whatever it takes.
Lisa Leslie had 30 points in her freshman debut. You got 32. What does this moment signify for you personally?
Man, I mean, it's an honor. I just come out here and play. This is a lot of practices leading up to this game, and I just had to come out and show what I can do for my team, put up those type of numbers, and honestly, it's a part of that USC legacy. So I'm glad to be a part of that, and that only goes to show what we can do.
Now, speaking of, you said this is a new era of USC basketball. What did you show the nation today about what it means to be a Trojan out there?
Hey, don't underestimate USC. I mean, we're on the rise. We're in the gym 24/7, working on ways to get better, come out here and play our opponents and get the dub. That's all that matters.
All right, congratulations on that win. Back to you all.
Thanks, Taylor. And the PSA announcement has been heard from JuJu Watkins. They said they're coming and start the season off over a ranked opponent and get the dub. So our final score here in Las Vegas, South California, 83-74 over the Buckeyes. So for Candace Parker, Taylor Rooks, and the rest of our crew, I'm Angel Gray saying goodbye for now. Coming at 4:30 Eastern on True TV, we have some men's hoops against Georgia takes on Oregon. Then later tonight on TNT, the defending champs LSU take on Colorado. For more women's hoops, next. We'll send it back to our studio after a quick commercial break.